Hey you all, welcome back to my channel. It's a girl IJ and this is Real Talk with IJ. Today we'll be talking about how to identify toxic women in your relationship. Now, toxic girlfriend leads to bad wives. Okay, and if you want to live long and happy as a man, it's very important that you watch the video until the end so that you can identify these toxic traits in women. Okay, so that you don't, end up marrying a bad woman or end up with a bad wife. Okay, so we will quickly jump to this topic now. But if you're not yet subscribed, this is the right time for you to subscribe because on here we help men a lot. And if you're a man, you definitely need to follow this channel. All right, so we'll dive into this conversation. I have it written down, it's lengthy, so relax. Now, the very first thing we're going to talk about, like how to identify a toxic woman, is constant manipulation. Now, I have a full video on manipulation tactics women use on men, but this includes guilt tripping you. This includes emotional manipulation, sexual manipulation, when a woman has to use her feminine energy to constantly control you. That screams toxicity. Okay, when she cannot have an open and honest conversation with you, whether she thinks she needs to play games to try and manipulate you with her female softness just to overpower you and make you bend to your knees. Okay, so women will use things like emotional manipulation. For instance, if she needs something from you and she's trying to get it, or she wants to control you not to do something but to favor her, she might start crying or start telling you, like, if you don't care about me, if you care about me, you will do this. It's because you don't love me, because if you love me, you will do this. All of these are signs of manipulations that women will use to control you, and that screams toxicity. Because if she cannot have an honest and open conversation why she needs this, and she feels like she always needs to use the female softness to manipulate you rather than being an adult and talk about what she wants, she constantly feels that she needs to manipulate you against your will. That is pure sign that that woman might be a toxic woman. Now, it's okay to play baby girl sometimes, like, come on now, am I not your baby? It's okay. But if you know that that's how she constantly is, and when you do not do what she's requesting for, the lion in her comes up. Like, it's like, you know what, I can get it for some other person. If you don't take care of me, of course somebody else is going to take care of me. Or don't feel bad when I go out and somebody gets it for me. All of those things are manipulation. Okay, so if a woman constantly needs to manipulate you, make you feel like you're going to lose her if you don't do what she's asking you to do, that woman does not care about you in the first place. Because if you're being honest and you're trying to make her understand with good reason why whatever she's requesting for, you cannot do it at that point, and she's refusing to understand, rather she wants to make you feel bad about yourself just because you're not obliging to what she's saying, then that woman has a serious toxic trait that if you get married to her, honestly, you will not be happy in that marriage. All right. A second way to identify a toxic woman is a woman that lacks accountability. I'm going to be looking here because I have it written down here. Okay, a woman that lacks accountability. Now, you see, men have been stressing on this one. In fact, one time someone in the comment section said, I also lack accountability. I don't know why he thought that, but that's something that a lot of men have, complained about women. They don't like to be wrong. They don't like to accept when they are wrong. They don't like to apologize. Like, if there's an issue, most women want you to always be the one to apologize, even when they were the ones that wronged you. Now, it's all fun and game, and it's so sweet, like she's been a woman, until it's now a forever problem. Where if you don't apologize, you guys there will be no peace in that home. Okay, so if a woman lacks accountability, that's a huge sign that that toxic girlfriend is going to land you into marrying a toxic or a bad wife. Okay, so if you need to call her out on it, all of these signs, if you see it, it's better you call her out on it, because it's okay to play baby girl once or twice. You want your man to apologize to you, but if that's a constant behavior where you cannot say, okay, you know what, I'm the one that effed up this time, so I'm sorry, and she genuinely means it. And also, when she apologizes, pay attention to her body language, because some of these toxic women will apologize for apologizing sake. You know what I mean? Like, sorry, but you don't see any remorse. They're not really sorry. They don't change from whatever they did that warranted that situation. So pay attention also. Sometimes they just apologize out of, let me just say it because he's the one that's always saying it. It's not like they're really sorry. So if they also give you those, like, sorry, catch it if you want, they're not really sorry. Okay, and also if they even say they are sorry and you watch them and they do not change and they just repeat the same behavior again and then come back to say sorry again and repeat it again, that person is toxic. Okay, you don't want such a kind of woman in your life. So if she's also this type of person, please do not get married to her. And also talking about the accountability one, a woman that deflects, okay, that she also blames you for the issue. And this is not her just not wanting to say sorry, but she turns it completely opposite and she tells you are the reason why she behaves this way. You're the reason why she behaved a certain way. So you're calling her out on something that she did rather than just saying, you know what, I'm sorry I behaved this way. You know, this is not her. I'm really sorry if I hurt you. She's going to be like, oh, you are the one that caused it. If you didn't do this, I wouldn't have done that. Rather than just accepting where she messed up, she's going to turn it around and say, you caused it. You are the reason why I am like this. You're the reason why I behave like this. You're the reason why I talk to you like this. You're the reason why I disrespect you. Because if you did not do this to me, I won't do this to you. Rather than being accountable for her own action and allowing you handle your own action. Okay, so if she always deflects or turns it around and blames you, that's a huge sign that that woman is toxic, and such people can end up being the bad wife that we are all or you guys are afraid of getting married to. The third on my list is excessive jealousy and possessiveness. When a woman is overly jealous and she's so possessive of you, that's a huge sign that that person is very toxic. You know, when they say there should be jealousy in relationship, I mean, it's okay. Like, you could be jealous that, you know, somebody is trying to take your man or whatnot. But when that person is now overly jealous to the point where they try to isolate you from the whole world and keep you all to themselves, then I think you need to be careful of such lovers, because those are the kind of lovers that will end up unaliving you if they feel like you want to leave them for somebody else. Okay, so if you are in a relationship with a girl who doesn't want you to hang out with your friends anymore, who questions your every move, who, you know, she's always policing you and not allowing you live your life. I mean, like I always say, in relationship, these are two different individuals that comes together to, you know, to make one party, but you still have your separate life. So a woman or the man in the relationship should have their separate lives, and then come, but their separate life should not spoil what they have together. Like, the separate life should respect what they have as one. But if this woman comes and she doesn't want you to have your separate life at all, she wants she wants you to be wrapped around her finger every single time. She wants to control your movement, who you talk to, who you hang out with, even your family. Some of them end up, you know, wanting to tear you off from your family, telling you how your mother doesn't like me, you know, they want to tear us apart, they don't care, blah, blah, blah. Be careful. Your parents were in your life before she came, and they didn't kill you before she got there. Your parents never did you any wrong. Your parents never treated you unfairly. Your friends never hurt you. Your friends never treated you unfairly. And all of a sudden, this girl comes into your life and wants to make you think that every other person is a witch and she's the only one that is good for you. Be wise as a man. Have your own sense. Have your own brain. Sometimes these girls might be, you know, pointing out something here and there, and it's for you as a man to pay attention and try to understand. But if you find out that all she's trying to do is to remove everybody from your life and make herself the center of attraction or attention in your life, that's not very, very healthy, because no man can be an island. Okay, so if she's constantly wanting to tear you apart from everybody and own you to herself, that is very, very toxic. Okay, those type of people are the ones that ends up unaliving you when you eventually try to leave them. Another way to know that a woman is a toxic woman in a relationship is disrespectful communication. Okay, she's very good at name calling. Okay, she's very good at belittling you, undermining your achievements. Okay, she's very good also at dismissing your own feelings. Like, it's like your feelings are not valid. Okay, like when you complain about something, it's like you're whining, you're a man, you should not be complaining about everything. Like, you should not be, you understand? Like, when you have a complaint or when you have an issue, she always, like, you know, belittles it, or she doesn't take it into consideration. She doesn't really care. Like, it needs to be about her all the time. Okay, when you achieve something, she tries to belittle it or make it feel like, you know, it's not much of a big deal. Like, you know, she disrespects you that way. Okay, so like disrespectful communication. Okay, so if you're in a relationship with someone like that who doesn't like celebrate your wins no matter how small they are, I think you should be reconsidering why you're in that relationship with that person. And also, if she's, you know, always calling you names, like, you know, every any little issue is like, are you stupid, or you behave like a fool, you behave like a baby, like, why you behaving like a child, why you behaving like a pussy, all of those kind of name callings. Like, if she's very quick at, you know, using the F word and F word, do this, F word, that, child. I just feel like if you're in a relationship with a girl and this is how she communicates. I mean, this is how I'm from the street, like this, the street made me and everything, like still doesn't give you any right to, or doesn't, like, shouldn't be the reason why you should call your man names, like when you're angry, when you're pissed, when you're having a misunderstanding, you're quick to start, belittling, like, I mean, if it's love, it's love. It shouldn't be this harsh. All right. So if this is the way she behaves, that's a huge sign that that woman is going to make a very bad wife, and you do not want to be with somebody like that. The next on my list is emotional instability. Women will not like this one, but you see all of this, we pass through different circles every month. Hormonal changes makes us this. So as a man, you're always walking on eggshell because you don't know the mood she's in today. Her mood swing is like this. That's just a toxic, over dramatic woman you're with. Let me tell you this for free. I don't care what women think. Not all women behave like that. All of us that sees our period, it's not all of us that get those mood swings. Yes, I know some people's own might just be a little bit heightened, but also some people have learned rubbish on social media, and also some people are just terrible humans. Okay, so they use anything as an excuse to be rude and to just be, you know. So don't keep such women. All right, you don't want to have a woman with you where you have to be. You're always walking on eggshell. You don't know what to say that will piss her off, and you're always begging every time. In a week, you beg like 3 times for something you have no idea about. And also, like when you call her out on something, rather than her having a proper conversation with you, she bursts into tears. You're trying to use tears to make you weak back to the manipulation and everything, rather than having a matured conversation with you. Okay, so like if a woman is emotionally unstable, please try and reconsider. Try to talk to her, because sometimes they don't even know that you know all of these tricks. So on a good day, I know you're being careful not to piss her off, but on a good day, try and sit down and have a proper conversation with her and tell her, you see what, you need to learn how to be accountable. You need to know how to control your emotions. You need to be matured about all of these things because you're no more a child. Okay, I don't see why you should be on your period and you're having a discussion with your man and you just get pissed and you're breaking things and just getting pissed because, and then tomorrow you come and say, you know what, because I was on my period, all of these hormonal changes. Excuses. Okay, I'm telling you for free, a lot of us do not. Yes, a lot of us still have our emotions in check. Okay, we control the body does not control us. For some people, they allow the body do all of the controlling because they just enjoy being toxic. So please stop falling for this type of manipulation by toxic women. Another one I'll talk about that women do not like are, toxic women that disregard boundaries. See, boundary is very important, whether it's marriage, whether it's relationship. It's very important that your woman understands boundary. Your woman understands how to respect your personal space and your time. There's nothing like I'm your wife. Okay, as long as you're a genuine man and you do things openly with your wife should be able to respect your boundaries. I don't see why your wife is replying to your work email. I don't see why your wife is responding to an official matter in a rude way. For instance, like, stop calling my husband after work hours. He's at home with his wife. Da, 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 da. Or coming to your office to fight somebody just because maybe the person called you or texted you, except you're doing shit and she has seen it, and then she's just being crazy about it. A woman that cannot, control her emotions. Also, you need to be careful to stop pissing your wives off. Okay. But if this woman does not respect boundary at all, that's a huge sign that this is a huge red flag. For instance, you're having a conversation with your mom, your family, like it's a family issue, and you're talking about something, and she just busts in there saying, "Oh yes, I know. That's why you people did this. I don't care what you people think about me." Da, 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 da. Please, no matter what they're saying about you, as a woman, once they are done, you go to your mom and say, I don't like what your mom was saying. I don't appreciate that your mom thinks about me in this way. And you need to step in for me or do something like that. There should be boundaries. I just feel like it doesn't solve anything to just always jump into conclusion and everything like that. Like, and also when it comes to, like, going through your husband's phone and all of that, I feel like as partners, I mean, you shouldn't have your phone locked to the point where I do not know the password and I cannot peruse your phone if I want to. I feel like I should, I can go through your phone anytime I want to and not see anything. But this woman constantly feel like the moment you drop your phone, she needs to go through it. The moment you drop your phone, she needs to go through your call log. She needs to check. There are some women that check your car I don't know how they explain it, like your car limit, like they know how many meters it's supposed to take you from how many miles you're supposed to cover with your car, and every time you come back from work, they go check how many miles in case you went somewhere else, and then they can say, oh, so for this 5 or 20 miles, where did you go to? Who did you go and see, brother? Or you must have to share your location, not because they care, not because of your safety, but because they need to know exactly where you are at any time. And you could tell them you're in a meeting and they check your current location, and maybe you're in a restaurant and they come there and see you with a girl. They just go there like, what are you doing with my man? Without trying to find out like who is she, or at least waiting for you to come back home to explain where you went to. They're always just all up in your business, no boundaries, they don't respect it. Brother, you are in for a very long ride if you end up marrying that woman. Wake up now. So that's where we're going to draw the curtain for today. I have a long list, but this video is already too lengthy. So let us end this video here. If you want a part two, anyway, there'll always be a part two, because I have a complete series on this channel of the type of women not to date, talk about getting married to. So make sure you check out that. It's a playlist. So go to that playlist and watch so that you learn and understand. All right. So if you're not yet subscribed, this is the right time for you to hit on that subscribe button and be part of this family so you don't miss any of my videos. If you liked this video and if you enjoyed it, make sure you give it a smart thumbs up, like, share, and subscribe. All right. I'll see you next time. Keep living life, keep being champs, and bye for now. Mwah. Mwah.